Okay, boys and girls, welcome to another daily edit. I hope you're ready for it and you have everything you need. And we'll just wait for our eraser friend to show up and we'll get started. Oh, oh, he looks a little different today, doesn't he? Okay, it looks like he's got an itch. All right, come on, buddy, let's go. And of course, you know what you need, right? A piece of paper and a pencil, and make sure you put your name at the top. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can put this on the back of another daily edit, so that way you can save paper. Okay. And we will go over these right now. Here we go. Okay, so here's number one. Are John and Bob coming? Are John and Bob coming? Okay, you know what to do, right? Pause the video, write down the bad sentence, and see if you can find the mistakes. Okay, have you gotten to the point where you've written everything down? Now let's take a look at this and see if we can find the mistakes. Hmm, what is wrong with this sentence? Oh, well, John is a name. We call it a proper noun, which means it has to have a capital letter. And Bob is a name too, so that has to have a capital letter. But there's one more mistake. Are John and Bob coming? Oh, there's no punctuation at the end. All right, so what's this supposed to look like? Well, we know these are the three problem areas, and this is how we're going to fix them. We need to have a question here because a question mark because this is a question. Okay, so when you start writing, when we start writing every week in class, in our online lessons or in the classrooms, I'm going to tell you that there was something wrong with your sentence. And what I want you to do is think about it and see if you can find your errors. Okay, let's move on to number two. Hmm. Why don't you and I eat lunch? Why don't you and I eat lunch? Okay, pause this, write it down, and think about it. What is wrong with this? Okay, have you written it down? Let's take a look at it. There are a lot of errors in this sentence. Hmm, so what are they? And where are they? Well, there's one problem, and there's another one. Oh, what's that about? Hmm, we've seen this one before. Oh, that's right, and there's nothing at the end. So let's add what we need to and fix what we need to. Well, we know that a sentence has to start with a capital letter. It always has to start with a capital letter. And this one was tricky. Don't has to have this mark in it. Do you guys know what it's called? It's called an apostrophe. And the apostrophe means there's a letter missing because before people said don't, they said do not. Okay, so when somebody says don't do that, really what they're saying is do not do that. That O gets cut and it gets replaced by an apostrophe. Don't. Okay, why don't you and I eat lunch? Okay, we know that I is always capitalized when it's by itself. And this is another question. So we have to put a question mark there. Okay, make sure you have this written down and you'll be finished with number two. Now let's go on to number 3. And this one's weird because it looks easy, but it's not. Hmm. Mom, I love you. Mom, I love you. Oh, we have to think about this one because there are a lot of mistakes here. Write this down and think about it. And of course, I don't expect you to know all of the answers. We're actually learning something while we're doing this. Okay, now let's take a look at it. Okay, well, I think most of you probably figured that one out. Huh? Why is there a rectangle there? Maybe that one you figured out. Oh, whoa. There are 5 mistakes? The sentence only has 4 words. All right, make sure you have it written down. And let's move on. Well, let's look at each of these errors to find out what the problems are. We know the first one because a sentence has to begin with a capital letter. The second one, oh, we need a comma. That's what this thing is. When you speak to someone, you have to use a comma. So if I say, Lola, comma, come here, please, or Dad, comma, may I please have some milk? Or Mom, comma, could we please go to the park? When we speak to somebody, we have to use a comma. I'm pretty sure you got the next one. The letter I, when it's by itself, is a word, and it has to be capitalized. And this is important too. Mom, I love you. A lot of people do this. But this means I love the letter U. That's not what we want to say. We want to say, Mom, I love you. You, Mommy, I love you. So we have to be sure we spell it correctly. And this is a trick word. Y-O-U. And of course, our period is missing at the end. Look at all of that. Okay, so I love you and not I love the letter U. That was a hard one. If you didn't get all of them correct, that's okay. And if you love the letter U, that's okay too. All right, boys and girls, that's it for today's Daily Edit. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. The end.